Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Treasures of the Savage Frontier. Yeah, don't mind the beeps, it's just me resetting my timer. We're in the southwest portion of Long Saddle. We were told when we got here that the market that we were trying to visit was only open during certain hours, so we'd have to wait until morning. And now it's the next morning, and we're ready to get going. So let's get out of area view here and move. Yep, dawn. That's another farmhouse. So we're entering the town. And there's the market. The Long Saddle market is very busy. Ranchers and farmers bustle this way and that. Offers are made, haggled over, and accepted, with money changing hands rapidly. Yet even with the great hubbub of the trading, you overhear heated voices to the south and west. I think it's in here. Dagger drawn, a purple and black robed man has backed a rancher into a corner. 4 men with swords stand behind the attacker, laughing at the rancher's plight. Should we attack or flee? Well, obviously, we attack. Okay. This doesn't look too bad. So, thinking cloud. We'll have her target. Kraken from the right. Oh, hey, this time the thinking cloud's actually working. Try to hold person. Okay. Oh, we probably don't have to bother with thinking cloud just for the one remaining guy. Okay, we'll have Jabarkas equip his bow and start taking off people that we've immobilized. Okay. Oh, he's got plenty of darts. Yeah, even our puny mage can take out somebody with a single dart if they've been immobilized first. Okay, now we just have the one Kraken left. And that was it. There's just a little bit of platinum here. I've actually been through this once. This is my second attempt. Not so much at this battle as at the one we're beginning to next. Okay. The lucky papers are probably the one important thing here. And of course we've already got tons of copies, so you don't even have to bother picking those up if you don't want to. And she can heal herself. And that's it. I thank you, the man says. I thought they were going to do me in for sure. You record the rest of what he tells you as journal entry 35. Those tattooed Kraken squid lovers, they'll suck you dry faster than a snake in the great desert in the noonday sun. I don't want to pay the money I was offering either. I weren't going to do it for less. And old Jasper? Be my guess, he weren't neither. But he don't know they lowered the price yet. Maybe you ought to go and chat with him. His ranch is right due east of here, right across from them stables. And actually, those stables might be a very good place to rest, since we aren't allowed to rest in the market. And we will want to be at full spells and full hit points. Oh yeah, here. Yes, what can I do for you? He says loudly, but in a whisper. You're the hero of last score. I hope you can defeat these enemies and help us be a long saddle. Yeah, so that's the bellcaster. And we're heading out towards the farms. Here's the stable. And whatever fogway stirrups are, they've got them. The strong smell of horses fills the stable, but no man or beast is in the building. And since this is empty, this is a very good place to rest. And we are going to want to encamp again just before we go into that ranch that we were directed to, because there's going to be a very tough battle in there. And my first attempt recording this bit, I basically had a let's fail. I had half the party killed, and I was half the spellcasters, half of everybody laughed. So we are going to cast protective spells out the wazoo this time. You know, plus and per, obviously. And I know it's not a crystal battle or anything, but there are a bunch of spellcasters behind that door, and they got the jump on me last time, so I want to get the jump on them. Okay. There we go. And this time I might even break out Fire Shield. Okay, I think if I make it a cold, I'll be protected against fireballs, but I'll take extra damage from cold spells. I hope I got it right. I keep forgetting and I have to look it up. Usual suspects for the enlarged. Toxin Devarcus. Okay, we'll have him cast the same kind of fire shield. Because from my Let's Fail attempt, I know at least some of the spellcasters in there do fireballs. I don't want to get a fireball in my face. I want to get a fireball in their faces. So, here it goes. You enter a ranch house. You got business here? Man asked gruffly. Yes, we do, actually. A voice orders from the background. Get rid of them! Swords ring as they're drawn from tarnished scabbards. Okay, so taking a look here, we've got Kraken Masters, Bay Knight, a Luskan Spy. I don't think he can cast spells, obviously the Bay Knights can. And we've got two Host Tower Sorceresses. Now they're the ones with the fireballs. And the Bay Knights love casting Whole Person. Okay. Yeah. And we start out right next to these spellcasters. Well, right next to these people, so that it's kind of hard to get into position for a good Mass Effect spell. But what I think I can do Okay. Hopefully she's not taking us out too far. Okay, she's in a line with all four of them, and I'm going to try to have her pass lightning bolt. Just go right down the slot. Yeah, there we go. Of course, since we've injured all the spellcasters, they can't cast spells. And we've managed to kill a couple of them outright. Okay, so both the Bay Knights have been taken out. I think we've got one of the Host Tower Sorceresses. Once we get the other one taken out, the rest of this battle will be a snap. And we'll have him cast his lightning bolt. Oh. And what's left should be a piece of cake. Okay. And we'll have her do hold person on some of these other guys. We got 2 out of 3. And it looks like I didn't absolutely have to have fire shield up. Yeah. As long as I had haste up. And we'll have him switch back to his melee weapon. That last Kraken should be right there. Ooh. Can I do a backstab? Oh, I love that. Not very often where I have the facing position for a backstab. Oh, and Elro here has earned a promotion. Okay, we got some gems and platinum, and some more lucky papers. Okay. And we'll have Potts take the lucky papers. Share the money. Not that I think we can afford to take any of these remaining gear. Ooh. They not so close. And but the sorceresses had darts. No. Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody has room in their inventory right now to pick up anything. Unless there's something in particular. Ooh, now he's got room. Maybe, okay. Maybe that cloak. And maybe one of the flails. Oh, just the cloak, I guess. Okay. That seemed like the most interesting thing. Okay. We might have room for one thing. Okay, we'll have her take a flail. Probably don't have room for two. Of course not. And he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Over here says, look at this guy's clothes and his tattoo. He's another Kraken. Okay, it should be safe to rest here. As you make camp, your barkers and Toxinarians sit together talking. Eladan leads over and confides, I think Jabarka's been touched by the hand of Sune, the goddess of love. Or, as they say in Longsaddle, Jabarkas and Pox sitting in a tree, Kissing. Okay. Save and rest. And you know, I don't think we've ever yet used the Crown of Amanitas. Just kind of curious to see what would happen if we used it. Something strange is happening near Longsaddle. Local farms have been taken over, the owners killed or driven off. You must go there and find out how these events in Longsaddle tie in with the other plots and schemes you expose. Yeah, so basically, you use the Crown and Amanitas gives you a hint about where you should go next. Now, there should be something in the root cellar of this ranch house. Pulling open a newly installed trapdoor on the floor, you hear many wings flapping. Okay, why would they put birds in the basement? Yeah, we've had birds fly into our furnace, and birds and basements do not make a good mix. So we've got harpies and cockatrices. Okay. Yes, he does have a mirror. And let's just hope to goodness we don't get turned on these. Doesn't look like she has a silver mirror anymore. Wow. Okay, he does though. Let's see it. There we go. Okay. Hopefully the silver mirrors will help. thinking Cloud Baby. If I hadn't moved into melee range, I could maybe have tried getting down at the end of the row to do a lightning bolt. Okay. Okay. Now, actually, let's let him cast another magic missile on the cockatrice again. Alright, then we just have the two harpies that are left. Oh, arrows. She's out of arrows. And she doesn't have any. Okay, tell you what. Let's just have her switch back to her sword and she can guard. Oh. I think once we get done with this battle, we'll take a break for the night. So I was so busy resetting my timer, I forgot to get it started for this recording. Okay, no treasure there. Peering down into the darkness, Paksharian says, I hear something. It's moving. Somebody's tied up down there. Clambering down to the pit, you find and untie a rancher. I'm Jasper. I thank you. I thought those lion birds were going to eat me for sure. But, hey, I bet Legson's in trouble with them Krakens, too. His ranch sits up north of the Harthold mansion. Okay, so that's probably the north side of town, and we'll get to that ranch in the next episode. See you then.